A few weeks ago, I cut up a whole pile of agates. There was probably, I think, 50 odd agates I cut. I'll link a video up. I think it'll be up in that corner. Might be that corner, but I think it's that corner of actually cutting them. So today I'm going to be polishing that cut surface. So here are the agates that were cut up. Some of them had geodes in the center, so hollow centers with crystals in there. There's a bigger one there. So I'm going to pick out a dozen or so of these, and then I will polish that cut edge. So at the moment they look pretty horrible, but if you wet them, there's all sorts of nice patterns and lines and stuff in there, and polishing them will bring that out so that they don't need to be wet to be seen. And what I'll be using is my homemade Slant cabbing machine. So this is obviously a very well built box. I slapped that together. And there's a variable speed drill in here. I think that was $30 from the local hardware store, brand new. So the idea is you get the speed you want winding this, and then you lock it with that button and just leave it run. And what that does then is it spins this diamond disc, which I got off Amazon. I think that was about maybe $25, something like that. I cut down plastic bucket around there to stop any spray coming off, and then inside here is a dog bowl that sort of comes up and stops any moisture getting back onto the drill, and instead the moisture comes down through here, down there, and into the bucket. Now the reason I had to do this is that living in Western Australia is great so far as finding rocks and stuff, but when it comes to equipment, boy do we pay through the nose, we really do. I wouldn't even like to think what a slant cabber would cost, but this one cost me, say, $30 for the drill. Timber was just laying around. I think $20, $25 for the disc, and then a couple of bucks for dog bowls and buckets. And then what you need to do is you need to have a water supply. So I've made this water supply, very professional, gravity fed. I've even given it my own little logo. And then that goes on there. You obviously fill that with water. The water comes down through this tap, through here, and then drops onto the disc as it's spinning, so that it keeps the dust down while you're grinding away at the rocks. So yeah, the agates, like that one there, once it's spinning, get put on here, and they grind down, until they get smooth. So that gets rid of all the cut marks. From there, they go on to these. So this is a set of polishing discs that then go onto here. And so you start off with the coarsest grit and then work your way. I think 3000 is probably the finest grit. And if you've done everything correct, once you finish that, you end up with a nice polished surface. Again, these on eBay, I think, were $25, something like that. So, you know, for less than $100, I've got a sufficient Slant cabbing machine. I've picked out probably a few too many to have a go at polishing them. I probably need to reassess. So I'll go through and pick out the very best ones and do those first, see how I'm going for time. Maybe we'll get half of them done, I don't know yet. So yeah, that's my plan, to get all of these done. Right, so I managed to do most of the ones I planned to do. The idea is that you get rid of all the saw marks so that they're smooth, ready to be polished. I did that for most of them. There are maybe one or two that, I think this one here has a saw mark that just wasn't going away no matter how much I pushed. In actual fact, I think my disc is probably a bit worn. Time for a new one. So, right, starting at the coarsest grit, which here is 50. This is the same setup, but with now this Velcro thing on there. So these just attach with Velcro. Much easier to change because obviously there's a few to get through. And hopefully by the time we reach 3000, they'll be nice and polished. Here's all the agates after polishing. I'll do individual videos, and I may even, what I might do is scan some of the really nice ones so you can see the detail in them. This is the one that had the saw mark. I basically just wanted to see what it would do. About what I expected, pretty average. So yeah, you've got to get all those saw marks out before you can polish them.